For marketers or any marketer who has a story to tell, VR can be a very immersive, powerful way to share that story with your customers and with your audience. The reason is that VR very quickly convinces your eyes and your ears and your brain that it is someplace else. So if you can transport somebody to the natural world or a simulated environment that is appropriate for your brand and appropriate for your story, VR works really well. I think the key to getting VR to become mainstream is to make it not look dorky, which is not a very professional term, dorky, but to put something on your face is a little disconcerting if you're in a public environment. I think similar to wearables, where they've become a little bit more of a fashion accessory with utility as opposed to a standalone nerdy device. When VR, potentially via the smartphone, gets a little bit less unnatural for people to try. And then also I think content will be king and will reign as studios and brands and agencies build really great, compelling VR content where that easier use of consumer technology and great content intersect is when I think VR will start to take off more. I think there are some industries that could take huge advantage of VR. Imagine you're trying to sell penthouse real estate in Manhattan and you want to simulate for a potential buyer what the view is going to look like, what their furniture is going to look like, what it will feel like to wake up in the morning or see the setting sun. I think for travel and hospitality, we're sitting in a hotel, and I think to be able to showcase what a property looks like. Industries where training has dangerous implications, so imagine defense contractors, the military, law enforcement, fire and safety. I think there's lots of places where you could use the safety of VR to simulate something in a way that really feels real. And that also feels like a spot where VR could really explode.